Welcome to Friday night, live from JTH Construction Studio. It is porch time with your host with not as much hair as he had earlier today. How we doing, folks? What's up, Mac? Hello, Jeff. Jack, how you doing? Bill Scott. We'll get to Bill Hamilton, president of Artesian Little League, here in just a minute. Let me talk to my fine sponsors real quick. American Basement Solutions, 1-877-409-2837. Talk to Larry Ralph Jr. It's going to be getting wetter. We're supposed to get like 3 inches of rain Sunday, Monday. So, yeah, good time to talk to Larry Ralph and get your foundation squared away and your basement squared away, get it dry for you. What's up, Greg? Fathom Real Estate, Teresa Messmer, 765-341-8911. Happy to have Teresa on board. Reps Fitness, 765-349-5645. Open 24/7. Don't forget, Drink the Creek Cedar Creek concert series starts May 7th. Cannot wait for that. Blandon Boys Lawn Care, 765-315-9656. You're going to need someone to cut the grass this spring because it's going to be wet. I have a feeling we're going to have a wet spring. Findhelp.org, Judge Williams. Get on there, look at that site. If you need help in any way, paying bills, you have some domestic issues, things like that, that's a great site for help. Get on there, findhelp.org. Wayman's Furniture, Appliance, and Mattress. Happy to have Wayman's on board, 765-342-4339. They have been a part of this community for an extremely long time, and we're just tickled to have them with us. Wellsprings, Bob Goodrum, he's back out of the hospital now, doing well, 765-346-6661. And, of course, Stids Comfort System, 765-346-0195, keeping us cool and warm in here when need be. We can't thank him enough. Matter of fact, I just gave his information to Mr. Hamilton. He may be calling him soon. So, there you go, Mr. Stid. All right, Bill. It's that time of year, buddy.
Yep.
Baseball, softball. So, we get you in here, and you can tell us all the good news and everything going on over there. Real quick. A little bit about you. How long have you been involved with baseball, softball, and why would you put yourself through that hell? And if I can get you to move forward a little bit, because don't worry about it not hearing. Yeah.
Alrighty. Yeah, I'm not the loudest person.
Right.
That. I've been there since, well, my older two, I have a 28-year-old son and a 26-year-old daughter. They both played down there in the 90s. And I helped coach, but then I have 3 other boys, and that my youngest he's playing his last year down there this year, senior division. He started down there when he was 3.
Is this it for you then too, or are you moving on? So you're away.
Honestly, I don't feel that way.
Okay.
Yeah, I went through some things this last year, and I've changed my diet, changed a lot of things.
There you go.
And I feel like $1 million. So I'm ready to go. Yeah, I can't say this is my last year, but I know we need help. We need volunteers. So just because I'm here doesn't mean you can't come and join us.
All right. So sign-up's been going on for a little bit.
Yep, since January 1st.
Let us know real quick about where you're at numbers-wise now, and then dates coming up, when they can sign up, and things like that.
Well, actually, our last sign-up dates online are tomorrow evening at midnight.
Okay. That's online.
Yeah, online, Blue Sombrero. That go on the Artesian Little League site, and it'll direct you where you need to be. We do have a couple ladies, Erica Russell and Leslie Arthur. Erica's, I can give you numbers or phone numbers or whatever, but
sure.
we can.
You have a Facebook page also.
Yeah, the Artesian Little League.
Yeah, Artesian Little League.
Yeah. There's all the infos on the Facebook page on Artesian Little League, but I mean, it never fails. We're going to get. Right now, we're at about 460 kids area, and signups are over tomorrow. We're going to be slammed tomorrow. A lot of people trying to sign up.
Right.
But if you don't get signed up tomorrow, I mean, get with us as soon as possible, because drafts will be happening pretty quick. Well, drafts for T-ball, Pee Wee, and Princess are going to happen Monday evening. We're picking coaches tomorrow afternoon. Because then after we get our coaches pick, we let them know. But the Princess, Pee Wee, and T-ball will be drafting their teams Monday evening.
Wow.
So, and then after that, you're just going to be put on a team. The other divisions, we will have evaluations next weekend. That's posted on our site as well. I know the senior boys, senior girls, and major girls are on Sunday. And so that means the intermediate and the major boys are on Saturday. They'll have their evals, and then they'll have their drafts right after that. But yeah, I know people are going to get Otis. I mean, I'm hoping to get to 600 kids. Is that realistic? It's hard to say.
You're about $150 off of it right now, right?
Yeah, 140.
Yeah.
And so we'll see what happens.
I think you'll come close.
Yeah.
You always have a big surge at the end.
Yeah.
And then you've got, 20 to 30 kids that always show up a week or two late, give or take.
Opening day.
Oh, yeah.
Opening day. So can I sign my kid up?
I believe I know a guy in this room that's daughter waited 3 weeks into the season and did it. And I had to go over there, and I think I pulled concession duty for about a month. But you guys appeased me on that, and we got her in there. But it happens.
Yeah.
That's the thing is we're dealing with kids. And on Monday, they're excited to go do A, B, and C. And on Tuesday morning, they want to look at you and go, I never said anything like that.
Yeah. Exactly.
Then on Wednesday, they're like, hey, why aren't we going?
Yeah.
I give up. So it happens. But so you want to get a hold of you guys and get signed up as quick as possible.
Yeah.
And get involved in the league. I understand there's a lot of little ones coming out this year.
Yeah, our T-ball division is pushing 110 kids. As of our meeting Wednesday night, we had 7 coaches.
That's not good.
No, you would like to have maybe eight or 9 kids on a team in that T-ball. They're young, so we could use probably at least another 5 coaches for T-ball possibly. Our Princess division, I mean, the last few years, we're having 3, maybe 4 teams. So we're in the 40s in the girls, and we're getting close to 80 girls right now.
That's a direct correlation to us covering games live like that at that level.
Yeah, well, that's the game you covered. Well, you covered one of them, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we've got maybe 4 Princess coaches right now. So, I mean... And it's very they play 10 in the field, so if we had 7 teams, set 10. I mean, if we have 80 around 80 girls, then I mean that's 11, 12 a team. So
right, you might end up with 8 teams of 10 also.
Yeah,
or higher.
Yeah.
If you want to be a coach, get a hold of Bill. Either message him, go over there. I'm sure they're over there 24/7 right now at the leagues, at the Diamonds. Or go on their Facebook page and message them. I know I've sent them messages over that before. They're quick to respond. Lynn's quick to respond. So you guys are going to be busy, man. I feel for you. Do you need help? Other volunteer areas, concession stand, grass cutting, diamond upkeep, umpires. What all do you need?
Well, real quick, back to signups real quick.
I'm sorry, jumped ahead.
No, you're good. I just forgot to put it in there. We do have an in-person sign-up at the league tomorrow from 11 to 1. It's supposed to be 70 degrees outside, so Leslie and Eric will be out under the shelter house. If they're not there, they'll be upstairs. But they will be there.
11 to 1 tomorrow.
Yep.
Middle of the day. It's going to be nice out. Run over there and sign your kids up to play baseball, softball.
Yep.
That easy. Have you noticed? Well, Major League Baseball's in a bit of a lockdown right now. Mm-hmm. Years past, I can't remember when the last lockdown was. Does this affect you the following season at all? Or do you think this has no effect whatsoever? I know when dads lose interest in baseball, then their sons aren't going to see it.
Yeah, I could see that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know there's been a couple lockdowns, and I was past that age. But I'm curious how that'll play out, because that just rubs the fans the wrong way. And these kids are the ones that, Dad, I want to watch a baseball game, or, Mom, I want to watch softball. They're the ones that push it. Yeah. And keep you interested in my opinion. So,
well, to me, honestly, I would rather go see. I mean, we went and watched other little leagues play. We watched high school teams play. Yeah. I'd rather go to rather than a Major League Baseball game, I might go to one every 2 years.
Going up and watch the Indians is fun.
Yeah,
At
and we
Victory,
do go to the Indians.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm a big Reds fan, but
Sorry.
but yeah, as far as going over watching them too much, it's just I'd rather go watch these little kids play.
Right.
I just enjoy it.
I'll tell you what, we'll be out there again this year, and we're going to try to cover more than the couple games that we did. But folks, every parent, every time we do this, we get messages for weeks from grandma down in Florida, for all over. Thank you for doing this, and those kids love it, and we get a bigger kick out of it than anything because they think they're on TV, and they're all excited, and some of them show up and show out, and I will never forget the little guy we had last year run right at the camera after we'd interviewed him before the game, and he ran right up to us and goes, "You need me to go on camera again?" As he's running out a base hit.
Oh, yeah.
So that is the joy of it. Corey and I love doing that, and we're looking forward to doing it again this year. With COVID out of the way and everything, I think your numbers are going to go up, and you're going to have lots of folks out there.
Oh, yeah.
So we're looking forward to that, and hopefully we'll get some decent weather. They're talking heavy rain over the next few days, Sunday, Monday. So no rain this spring. We want a dry spring and get you guys rainouts. Man, I don't know how you deal with that.
Honestly, this would be the third year being president down there, and the last 2 years, we did the summer ball, we did spring ball, and then we did fall ball, and we were pretty fortunate all year where we got all of our games in, but when it came tournament time, that's when it got a mess.
Season.
And everybody's looking to go on vacation, especially after the spring.
Right.
And it's like, so I don't know. We've been pretty fortunate. We've been working on our field so they don't hold water, but it's getting there.
How are things going over there? Everything in shape, getting ready?
Yeah. We had to have some equipment sent out to Reynolds. So they went through our John Deere equipment this winter and got it all up to par.
Way to jinx his bill, exactly.
What's that?
John.
Yeah.
Heavy rain expected from May till August now. Anyway.
Hey, John, I told you could come in here. I need to go to a track meet. He was nervous. He didn't want to do it.
Nice. He could have been fine.
Yeah. But no, it's down there. I mean, we got our equipment back. We're ready to start working on some infields. We got a few people volunteer to let us borrow the front end loader because we had 48 tons of dirt brought in last summer.
Wow.
And we got some of it on the fields before fall started. And then when fall was over, after doing spring season district and then fall, we were just wore out. We had to get a break. So
yeah, it's good to take a break every now and then from that. That's not easy work.
Yeah. But I mean, we have a lot to do down there. I mean, we had some new signs made to put up, with the no smoking signs and no, unfortunately, we have no pets because we've had a couple animals go at it each year, and just let people don't know what's a safe dog to bring and not. Sometimes you get two dogs fighting and stuff, and we had that last year and the year before. So we got some new signs to go up. It's
a complex with hundreds of people.
Yeah, and
you can't expect your pet to act the same way, unless it's an extremely well trained dog and well behaved. There's no reason to do it because you've got kids running up and pulling on them and tugging on them, and they're out of their environment and they're in a very crowded area. So
yeah, it's
just safe not to have them there. You don't need the lawsuit.
Yeah. But then we had the parking lot restriped last summer.
I noticed that. I thought it was a bit narrow, in my own opinion.
Now or before?
Probably before.
Okay,
maybe it was before.
Yeah, because we had this done right before our fall season.
Okay.
And the spring season it was still narrow, and then in the fall season it was.
Maybe it was spring because I drive that little Rogue, and I'm like, dude, my fat butt can't fit in here. What's that?
Yeah. It's. I mean, we have a lot of big trucks coming down there.
Yes, you do.
And it was line to line, and it's. I think he said 9-something feet apart now.
Good.
So
one thing you did last year, or maybe even the year before, but we just noticed it last year, was you allowed people to park along the fences on certain up over the grass knoll and in there. And I hope you allow that again because I think it's cool that the parents can get up there because there's a lot of folks, grandma and grandpa, they're not going to go to the games because they don't want to walk the distance. And I know it's not far.
Yeah.
But now they're parking right there and they're watching. A lot of them are videotaping, and I think that's a level of excitement. And when you're playing ball and you look out and you see fans here and fans along the fence, that's pretty cool for those kids.
Yeah, it is.
I commend you on that. It helped us out because we pulled right up there and unloaded our stuff and went right on the diamond. So good stuff. And we'll be out there again. Real quick, there's a couple things I want to catch up on here. Hey, doing Teresa, Tim, Justin, Mike, Minty. What's up, buddy? What's up, Jeff? Right now up in Indianapolis, there's two young ladies, Gabby Grubb and Lily Boyd, vying for the regionals in gymnastics. And they were on just a couple nights ago in Phoenix. But you talk about energetic, focused, impressionable young kids. They were phenomenal, and wishing them the best of luck right now. And hopefully they can advance to state next week. And if they either way, we're going to try to either get them back in here next week. If they win, then we got to have them back in because we don't want to jinx them, like John says. But if they lost, then they may not want to ever come back on again. So we're hoping for a win. Hopefully they'll put on their best performance and let the cards fall where they may. And we want to get them back in here and wish them best of luck. Girls, good luck tonight. Probably not watching. They're probably doing the routine. So, oh, darling. Baseball season rolls around so quick. You fight through winter to survive, and all of a sudden, before you know it, boom, signups.
Yep. And
away you go. And it's year round for you anymore, though, isn't it? Pretty much.
Yeah, we keep busy. We got our board. I mean, last year we had about 8 of us. We're actually probably up to about 12 this year, and almost everybody has stayed. So we have a lot to do. I mean, like I said, we had spring ball, then district. I mean, you're traveling to watch all the different teams. I am coaching a district team last year. We went to state and finished 3rd.
That's fantastic.
It was a blast. Great group of kids. Didn't even have a kid on that team, but me and a buddy. We took him, had a blast. Then we went into fall ball, and but during the winter, I mean, we still have stuff we got to do. We had a guy come and help us. He's helping finish remodeling the upstairs. We've been working on that last winter and this winter. We got our signs made, just different things. Had a barn delivered this winter, so we had to clean out the old barn, tear the old barn down because it was.
Is that Bill? That is Bill.
That's Bill. We just got our new barn a month or so ago, and so yeah, we stay busy. We're just trying to get everything organized and get it straightened out, and starting to go through equipment and get all that straightened out for everybody. So make sure we got good catcher's gear, and that's the problem right now because we've ordered stuff and our supplier he cannot find stuff. Everything.
Right. Well, that's worldwide right now for some reason.
Yep.
Go figure.
They're having a hard time finding baseballs, having a hard time finding catcher's gear, but we'll make it work.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this: if I wanted to be a volunteer, just to help out every now and then, if I wanted to volunteer in the concession stand, if I wanted to become part of the board, and if I wanted to be a sponsor, talk me through that. What do we got to do to just get a hold of you guys?
Yeah. Just get a hold of me or Chris Arthur, Leslie Arthur, Erica Russell, John LaPasa, Ashley Westerholt. I mean, that's a group of us there. We had, like I say, we had Olivia start this year. Joe, James is going to help with our umpires. So we got more people coming in. We got Corey and Bill. They're kind of helping out, but their schedules conflict with a lot of things right now. They're just busy.
Sure.
But if you get a hold of one of us and we'll find some, because like I say, we've got new signs, but we're trying to get them put up.
If I wanted to get a banner on one of them fields, hang a banner. Is that a lot of cash involved, or?
It's probably outside there. Yeah, I mean, if you're a team sponsor, you're looking at, if you're just a banner. I don't know what just a banner is, but like a team sponsor, I know itself,
$150 for a new field banner sponsor. You can't beat that.
And then if you sponsor a team, you know, you got your name on the back of a whole team shirt and banner up on the field. That's $300. You do it a second year, you're at $250 because we're using the same banner. You can sponsor 2 teams, and you're looking at $550. You know, we gained a guy last year, Trapper Tim, from on here. Trapper Tim got a hold of us.
Trapper Tim's a friend of the show, and he's been a sponsor of the show, and we've supported him. And actually, next time, heaven forbid, I ever get another flying object in my house again, I will contact him.
Well, we've been trying to find sponsors to help, because like last year, we ended up doing 10U District Girls here, but you have to have working scoreboards, and we was 99% sure ours would be working, and we weren't able to get it working, so we had to go a different route. And it worked for District last year, but, you know, we've got approval through our board to purchase 2 new scoreboards, but we're trying to find some sponsor help, and like Trapper Tim is willing to go in $1,500 for a sponsor on this, and what that gets him is the lifetime of that scoreboard works, and it's up there. He's got a it's not a banner, but it's like an actual
sign up there.
Yeah, an actual sign up there.
That's fantastic.
So, you know,
but I mean, just think all those fields over there. Maybe some of them would hold 20 sponsors, but all these businesses in town, $150 to hang a banner, and look what that would do for the community and you guys as a league.
Yeah.
And I say this, and we were a sponsor last year, and we'll be another one again this year. We just actually had a meeting on it 2 nights ago. Bethany and myself discussing which way we're going to go. We're probably going to end up sponsoring a team if possible.
Okay.
And want the banner again or something like that. We'll see.
Yeah.
I'll get a hold of you next couple of days. You know that.
Oh, yeah.
Folks, this is just like David or Jonathan and David. John just said $150 for a banner. That's at a minimum there. But get a hold of Bill on these prices. It's not a bad deal. And you're helping out the community and the kids in it. I have a lot of people message me, say, how can I help? How can I be involved in something? Here's a fantastic way. I took 2 teams to District State. I've been involved with 3 or 4 of them. I coached over there for 12 years. There was one season I coached 2 teams and umpired in the same year. So,
yeah.
But it's time consuming. For lack of a better word, sometimes it's a pain in the ass. But the enjoyment you get out of watching those kids, it's worth every second out there in the sun with them, because I still kid with mine to this day about things we did during baseball, softball over there, playing softball. It's if you got a kid playing, go help coach. It doesn't matter if you don't know as much as you should. Maybe be an assistant, be a base coach. Go there and help shag balls with the coach or teach them batting stances. It's good evening, Janet. It's stuff like that the kids need. A lot of them need direction. I coach kids that I know that was the only sporting event they ever did at that point, and probably well beyond.
Yeah.
So you get them out of the house, you're giving them an avenue to possibly not slip through the cracks, and get them on the right path. Some structure, you know, playing with the team, being around good folks, and it's always a good time over there. And I tell you what, on those warm spring evenings when it's 80 degrees out still at 6 o'clock at night, and the sun dips below those clouds, man, it gets packed over there.
Yeah. And
there's big crowds on Saturdays. Go over on a Saturday morning and try to drive through that area. It's nuts. One other thing I was going to mention, I like what you did with the nets. You did that a couple years ago. I know a lot of foul balls are caught now where you're not hitting cars and kids, and that's scary stuff.
Yeah, they had the group when Dan Lawson was involved. Dan was involved with that. They had I believe they had a fundraiser or something to get that net, and then I think either Duke or RMC, I'm not sure which one, came over and helped put that up. Yeah. So, yeah.
Now, do you plan on doing your midsummer classics and stuff like you did last time? Your
we did
All-Star games or whatever they're called.
What we've done the last 2 years. They've had the Friday Night Lights off and on. But
that's what it was.
The Friday Night Lights is a special event where Each division picks a coach for each team, and then you just kind of blind draw enough kids to play on each team, and then they wear their league jersey out there and play. It's a fundraiser for the league. We have, games will start about 6, and then some of the older divisions get done at like 10:30 at night. We have raffles. Speaking of raffles, we're looking if any business wants to throw together a basket or something, we raffle those off, and it helps the league. We have a dunk tank, which I
remember that. I went there last year. You guys tried to get me in it, not a chance.
Yeah. But last year it was just blown away. We had our major girls game, and there had to have been 200 people around this field. One field on a Friday night. Yeah. And they were all around the outfield. They were packed deep in behind home plate and up the side. But thanks to Elliott Electric, they came out and replaced our bulbs, and we had some lights. So we were able to play some games under lights. So
that's fun times.
Yeah,
it was frustrating there for a few years. It would start getting dark, and the lights weren't up and running yet, and we had to call it because some of those girls' games. Ball 4, ball 8, ball 12, ball 16.
Yeah.
3 hours later, hey, what's the score? It's 31-27 in the third inning. You're like, whoo, boy, we've been here 3 hours and we're not even close. But we got lights now.
Well, we have lights now. Once we turn them on this spring, when it starts, see how they do, because the kind of bulbs they like to blow.
Okay.
And we might have to get somebody out there again, but we need to upgrade, but it's just right now finding the funds to do that. I know the senior girls field needs some outfield lights.
Yeah,
the infield's not too bad, but the outfield needs some lights. The major girls field that they played on last year, they'll probably be playing on the senior girls some this year. So I don't know. We still got work. We got lights, but we'll have to keep improving on it.
It's a never-ending battle out there.
Yeah.
Anyone have any questions or comments for Bill while he's in here? Tomorrow, sign-ups 11 to 1. In person over at the Ball Diamonds. They'll be out front underneath the pavilion there. And this is pretty much your last official day. Wink, wink. Sign up. You can always sweet talk Bill a couple weeks from now, and he'll get you in there, I'm sure. Close to 450 kids right now.
Yep.
There you go. Great job, Bill, from Aaron. See?
Aaron came to the board meeting the other night. She's got some good ideas.
She should have come in here with you tonight, and she could have talked them up.
John said 18 to 20,000 per field to upgrade the lights.
John, write him a check.
Yeah, write us a check, John. Hey, no, he's the treasurer.
Joking, John. I didn't say that.
Write a personal check.
Somebody will take that.
Yeah.
Go to the post writing checks.
Yeah. But no, like I said, you was talking about volunteers and stuff. Anybody wants to come down and do anything, just get a hold of us. Well, there's a day it's raining and we got games. We're probably going to be playing games Saturday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Okay.
And if it's raining and it stops raining at 12, 1 o'clock and we got games, we're going to need help getting fields ready. If you want to cut grass, get with us. Rick
That's
Lear,
a full week chore in itself right there.
Well, Don Lips and Tony Schwab were doing it, and now Tony Schwab's got Rick Lear cutting it.
Mm-hmm.
And they could be down there twice. Don and Tony had it.
It down.
Oh yeah, they were cutting it certain fields, certain days, and just everything. They did a great job. You want to work in the concession, get with Leslie or Ashley, and they'll set something up. We're going to have a concession meeting. I think it's around April 2nd.
I bet you he can still hit it out, even on the little diamonds, even on the big diamonds.
Honestly, that is a big thing. We've talked about this. The kids that are out, like our senior boy division, you got the kids that are in high school playing, so they can't play for down there. But we would like for that number to grow. But the kids that are not playing for high school that are over 16, There are so many comebacks and hey, can you put a division together for 16-year-olds to 20 or 17 to 20-year-olds or something like that? And I mean, and that's kind of like our fall ball. We allowed 17-year-olds to play last year because we did co-ed softball, and
There's Leslie.
yeah,
Is we're always looking for umpires, concession stand workers. Reach out to myself, Bill Hamilton, John LaPace, or Ashley Westerhold. Any of us.
yep, yeah. Umpires, coaches, concession workers are our biggest three things that we need. Everything else we'll find a way to get done if needed, but I mean it's hard when you get there on a Saturday and you're like 3 umpires don't show up.
Corey and I could come down there and run the concession stand, but I think you guys would have issue with it by the time the day was over.
Nah.
Where'd all them corn dogs go? We sold out.
They do a really good job of keeping track of that. They know where
Tony
everything
dogs,
goes.
my bad.
Yeah.
Corn dogs. You guys got corn dogs?
Yep. Corn dogs, got pretzels. This is the funny thing. Leslie took over concession last year.
Oh, did she?
And then she's our secretary this year, and her and Ashley are working on concession together. But I had a sign made up for our concession out on the front, so people walk up, you can see what you want before you get to the window. And she goes, egg rolls has got to go. You'll never say egg rolls. First thing she sells opening day is an egg roll. And they couldn't keep them in stock.
Kenny? So you sell a lot of egg rolls?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Egg rolls, mozzarella sticks, fries, cheese fries, of course.
It's quick foods.
Yeah.
It's got to be.
Yeah. That's what you got to sell.
And I tell the story, and any coaches out there listening, first few years coaching, do not let cheese fries into your dugout, because this is how it works. It can be first inning or seventh inning. It could be 1-0 or 80-0. The minute the first girl walks in that dugout with a thing of cheese fries, you should just look over the dugout and go, "Hey, we're done," because our kids are done. Focus is out the window, and it's over with. The cheese fries are great. Don't get me wrong.
Oh yeah,
but I'm like, please, no food in the dugout. I've told you guys, but they don't care. Them kids gonna get cheese fries. They're gonna go get cheese fries. Cheese fries are delicious. The nachos are good. It's just it's that time of year. It's springtime. We're out of winter. Go enjoy yourself at the Ball Diamonds. Have some nasty food, because that's what you do at a ball game.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there. We're going to televise. We're going to air a few. I thought you. Cheese gets on everything. No, I wish. It's just their focus is done. Yeah. They're arguing over, hey, let me have one, let me have one, let me have one. And then, Mom, go get me cheese fries. And then before you know it, you got 6 girls in there with cheese fries.
Yeah.
That's the way it went anyway for us. We had fun, though. I wanted to say this, and I know Corey will back this up. Dads and moms out there, that first of all, what's the youngest they can play?
Youngest?
Mm-hmm. Boys and girls. Depending on the kid.
T-ball?
Yeah.
Or T-ball. Youngest is 3.
Yeah.
I mean, it's supposed to be 4, but we work with it.
Exactly, Chris.
Yeah. Chris is one of our coaches.
He knows.
Yeah.
Youngest is 3 and
yeah, and then the T-ball is 3 to 5, and then you go Pee-wee. Boys are 6 and 7. The Princess girls are 6, 7, and 8, and then you got your major girls that are 9 through 12. Your major boys is 8, 9, and 10. Then you got your intermediate 11 to 13, and then you got your senior divisions, which are girls are 13 to 16. The boys are 14 to 16.
I'll tell you parents this, and maybe some of you first-year coaches, and maybe someone out there listening and debating about whether they're going to let their kid. Thanks, Greg, for the stars. Appreciate it, buddy. Let their kid play. His daughter played on a few of my teams. Great talent. It'll go by so quick as a parent and as a coach. You'll miss it before you know it's gone.
Yeah. And
it's amazing. That age group for kids anyway, it zip by, and there's time when you're a parent and you're like, oh, boy, we'll have kids. They said it'd be fun. But especially when they're playing ball like this or anything athletic, it goes by so quick, you'll miss it. Don't wait to get them involved. If they're able to participate, get them out there and get them training and get them having some fun. And before you know it, it'll be over with. And you'll be like me talking to your daughters saying, wow, remember when we did that? No, that was just 3 or 4 years, 6, 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And it goes by so quick. And it's moments. There's always good times and bad times, but they'll remember the good times more often.
Oh, yeah.
Believe me. I don't know very many kids that grew up in this town that didn't play over there at some point in time at the Ball Diamonds.
I'm one of them. Yeah. I never played over.
You really? You did not?
No.
You just shot my story all to hell there, Bill.
Well, sorry about that. No, I didn't mean to do that, but I've spent the last
15,
18 years or so there. Yeah. So
you're making up for it.
Yeah, and it's like I said, I don't plan on going anywhere. It's a great group. We got a great group working down there, and the biggest thing is the kids. I mean, we're there for the kids. It's just, when you're walking around and you see these guys out there.
Kenny.
I ran into a kid in Waverly gas station a couple years ago, and I had no clue who he was, because I coached him 14 years ago.
Oh wow! And
he was 21 years old, and he's like. And the name that came to my mind was Clayton. Mm-hmm. And I said, he goes, you remember me? And I'm like, yep. But I had no clue. I felt bad, but I knew Clayton. And then he goes, because he called me coach.
Yeah.
And that's something, anybody that's ever coached and you get respect from your kids, seem like they always still call you coach.
I always had a batch of girls that I stuck with travel. We'd play league and then we'd go to travel. Yeah. And Greg's daughter was one of them forever. And now these girls are 22, 23 years old. Mm. And they're having kids and I'm seeing them. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I coached that kid when she was 8U, all the way up 10U, 12, 14, all the way up. And now they're getting married and having babies, having families. And I'm like, man, it makes you feel old. But it, like I said, it goes by quick.
Oh, yeah.
Real quick.
Yeah.
And it was enjoyable most of the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes you wanted to get out and run as far as you can away from everything. But
my years of coaching, I've only had maybe one team for sure, but maybe two that I was like, oh my goodness, is this season almost over? It was just a train wreck.
And for years, you see people, the draft was messed up. I've sat in many of those drafts. And there's not a coach that's never coached in those leagues that's tried to set up the one or two best players, whether you're having an assistant or whatever, on your side before the season starts.
Yeah.
But once you get past the first two levels, it's snakes down and back up, or normally that's how they do it.
Yeah.
And you're potlucking because you've seen these kids 30 seconds on some of them. Yeah. Some of them you have no clue. And you'll get a diamond in the rough from out, move in from out of town, and this kid's a hitter, but there's never been any cheating. It's every now and then you'll get, like I said, a coach and assistant. They got two good players, and that's part of it. Yeah. And even then, you guys were bumping them down and then letting kids draft higher up above them because the talent was going to be divided up better.
Yeah,
and that's good stuff. But it's what you do with them when you get it.
Oh, yeah.
And sometimes the chemistry's there, and sometimes it's not. That's like anything in sports. But everybody always. Well, the draft was set up. No, it wasn't. Believe me, because the people who run the draft, they worked that day. They had to fly home from work, change their clothes, eat, get all their stuff ready, and then run over to the Diamonds and sit down for the draft. The last thing they were worried about at any point in time that day was, how can I stack one team over another? And it just didn't work that way. But it feels that way. It felt that way at times for all of us. But
oh, yeah. I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of like our younger divisions. We actually just do blind draw now.
Yeah.
Like our Princess Pee-wee. That Princess Pee-wee I'm at it's just so competitive at times. It used to be. And, it's a younger group now, it seems to be. But
there's nothing better than watching 10 kids chase a ground ball up the middle all the way up to the fence. And and the kid runs to third instead of first, and he runs back, and you've got 10 coaches in the dugout yelling at him, and that's some golden moments on porch time when we film that stuff. So
yep.
It's fun times.
Yeah.
Guys, if anybody out there was interested in helping out Artesian Little League this year, get a hold of Bill or one of the other board members. There's lots to do. You don't have to be a baseball person or a softball person. If you just want to help the community and help these guys out, there's plenty over there to do. I've done just about everything over there but cut grass, I think, at some point in time. Get a hold of Bill. Be involved. If you want to be involved, I get messages all the time from people. Hey, I want to do something. Prime thing. And it's over with quick.
Oh, yeah.
One spring out of your life, go over and help out.
Yep. I do have some dates here to throw out. April 2nd. April 2nd, we're having a cleanup day. We're going to kind of, anything that we don't get done between now and April 2nd, that day, we're going to do a lot of stuff, whether we have the rest of that dirt to spread.
Sure.
Signs to put up, fields to get ready. I know we got some black tubing on some couple of fields that need to come off and put some new on. We just got odds and ends stuff we're going to do. We're going to make up a list, and we'll have everything there to work with and get all that done. April 2nd, we'll have a concession stand meeting for our workers. We'll have an umpire meeting that day as well. Our opening day is April 9th. We're having
not far away.
Oh, no, it's not. And last year we had, to me, I mean, I had people that hadn't played. They had played in other communities, but they came here, and our opening day parade, they were all coming up saying, hey, you guys did a great job. They enjoyed the parade.
We went live from that last year.
Yeah, you did.
At the park.
Yeah, and we got the okay to do that again. We're going to go from the city park, go same route down Harrison to Morgan and Douglas Street, come in, drop them off, and they all come out on the field. Brian Jackson's going to run it, DJ it for us, and do all that.
We'll try to be there like we were last and do something similar.
Okay. Yeah.
So, not to interrupt, but I want to catch up. But Corey was on here a minute ago, and Corey's another one that spent years over there playing, coaching, a board member. I should have said that when he was on, but he's another guy that spent a lot of time over there. Dan Lawson, Corey, some guys like that. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh no, you're fine. Yeah, Corey did. My first couple years there, I mean, he was coaching Nolan, and him and Thad were together.
Yeah,
and or Shad was there. Shad.
Or was president of the board for a little bit too, wasn't he?
Yeah, later on.
Yeah,
but when that was my first experience there, is when their boys were playing in Pee Wee, and we coached against each other. And then when their boys moved up, my oldest decided, hey, I don't want to play anymore. So then I had two more. I spent 7 years in Pee Wee. So I didn't leave a field. I didn't even know the other side of the park even existed.
Right.
So, but yeah, Corey spent a lot of time down there.
It's not easy. I've talked to Dan, I've talked to you and Corey about it. Anybody that thinks the president of that board has an easy task, yeah.
It's as easy as the group you get to help you. Yeah. And like I said, we got a good group with us right now helping out.
You're still trying to corral like 400 cats in the rain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I know you got good people, but it's a lot of work.
It is.
Bless y'all for doing it.
Yeah. Couple more dates real quick. Our Friday Night Lights. I have that written down here. Friday Night Lights. April 23rd. No, it's May 6th. May 6th, yep. May 6th is our Friday Night Lights, and that's our fun time. It's a fundraiser. Like I said, if anybody has any baskets they want to put together for the company and put out there, that would be great. Just get with us, and we raffle that stuff off. We've had people bring us Indians tickets, Reds tickets.
That's fantastic. You can't give those Reds tickets away, though. There's another Reds fan right there, Kenny.
Kenny is.
Oh,
yeah.
He's right now. I guarantee he's in the garage taking hard cuts on with his Chris Sable glasses.
But our season will end the first week of June, and we'll have a tournament June 11th, 6th to 11th.
That's not that far off at all.
No, I mean
that's crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, our season actually ended for baseball. It was the first week of October with fall ball, and we we took November and a little bit of December off, and then boom, signups are getting ready to start January 1st. So I mean, it's
one thing that we had a lot of coaches in here on Sports Nuts with Dean, and then listen to some of these college coaches now and the professional coaches. A lot of these kids get tied into one sport, and then that's all they do.
Yeah.
And a lot of these coaches are saying they want the kids to get back to playing all sports.
Mm-hmm.
You're exercising different muscles in each of them, and you become more of a better rounded athlete as you get older. And I think baseball, softball, hey, they do it for a few years, then they're fun, then they either focus on basketball or football or so much that they can't do baseball, and I want to take a chance of getting hurt. Well, if you kept playing these all along, your body gets used to doing what it's doing.
Yeah.
And you're not going to get hurt. Get out there and play. You could get hurt rolling your ankle, stepping off the sidewalk just as easy as you can in any sport. They're talking more about that now, about kids playing more than one or two sports and trying them all out and staying with it, because they don't like don't get me wrong, though, AAU teams, basketball, they make a fortune for what they're doing.
Yeah.
But those kids get burnt out too.
Oh, yeah.
And so they're emphasizing play more than one sport, learn it, become good at it, see which one you enjoy the most, then run with it.
We see that with travel ball. A lot of kids, when they're 7, 8, 9 years old, want to go do travel ball, and they're gone all summer and everything.
Yep.
And they get burnt out. And then sometimes you'll see some of them come back to the league and say, I just want to do league ball.
Yep.
And sometimes they just quit altogether.
I won't say the name or city, but it's not here. They're not from here. And I work with this girl's dad. And she was growing up about the same time I were. And we played them. And she played on one of the travel teams we played. And she's smoking the ball. And she's 5 foot nothing, 100 and nothing, at max. Flies around the bases, 3 for 4, 4 for 5, whatever. Well, she gets into high school, and she's playing high school ball and travel ball also. She was second in the state in batting her sophomore year. She quit playing after her sophomore year.
Oh, wow. Just burn out?
Said, I'm done.
Yeah.
Because that summer, they played, and then travel ball was coming up, and she told her dad, I'm done. With travel ball? No, with all of it, I'm done. Quit playing. And that girl batted like 780 in high school for 2 years. So I don't forget. It was astronomical. She was second or third in the state, and the two girls ahead of her were seniors.
Yeah.
But she could hit the ball out. She could hit for speed, or she could hit, average, and she could run like lightning. She had a cannon in the outfield, and she just got tired of doing it. But he said she's been playing this sport only since she was 4 years old.
Yeah.
And she was done. That's why he said he wished he would have got her into basketball or anything. But she was done. Get him out there.
Yeah.
And this is the first sport of the summer rolling around. Get him out there, let him have fun. And then when basketball season rolls around, get him in basketball or football or track or whatever they do. Heck, even golf.
Yeah. My 16-year-old, he's never played golf on a team, and this is last year at Little League, and he says he's playing golf with the high school team. I'm like, okay.
Hey, that's a scholarship waiting to happen for kids if they shoot a decent round.
He thinks that bat swing and that golf swing are the same.
No, trust me.
Yeah.
Punch up some pro athletes trying to go out there and play golf, Charles Barkley.
Yeah.
And that'll make you laugh for about 6 hours. Hello, Danette. Hello, Eric, Scotty. Well, Bill, you got anything else you want to dump on us before we get out?
Well,
I know you got a million notes over there.
I'm looking through it.
Big thing is tomorrow between 11 and 1,
11.
Actual sign-ups inside under the pavilion right there at the Diamonds.
Yeah. Sign-ups 11 to 1 at the ball fields. Concession workers, volunteers. We'll take help. Umpires. We definitely need some coaches, though. We like I say, we're probably anywhere 4 or 5 short on T-ball. You do not have to have a kid on the team. I mean, like I said, me and a buddy coached a group of 13U kids and took them to state last year. Heck, I'm in New Albany in a room because parents have to work. We had to go down on Wednesday. I'm in a room with 4 teenage boys, and my goodness, they were rowdy. They're coming back. They came back to the room, and they're all excited. Hey, Coach, there's a room full of girls downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like, one's like, I think they're church girls. And I said, well, that's the ones you need to hang around.
Right, there you go. Those are the ones you want to be with.
Yeah, because these boys were a handful.
Those are good girls.
Well, could have been.
Well, Bill, as always, thank you for coming in. Little business between the two of us. Beth or I will get with you this week and go from there on the sponsorship.
Yeah.
But more likely we're going to sponsor a team. I think we've sponsored YMCA soccer team. And I think did we sponsor a team last year? I can't remember.
Down at the league?
Yeah. I think we just did the banner. I think this year we want to do a team.
Yeah. So I know you had a banner.
Yeah.
Other than that, I wasn't sure.
Yeah.
But
all right.
All righty.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Bill, thank you as always. Good luck tomorrow. And we'll be out there. We're going to go out there. We're going to be there for opening day for sure.
Okay.
Or the parade. That's always fun. And then, of course, Corey and I will always be over there eating food at some point in time. So,
all righty.
Thanks for coming in, guys. God bless Mike. Thank you. What is Friday night, isn't it? Wow.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it. It's supposed to be beautiful tomorrow. I got a lot of stuff going on. I may come early. I may skip work tomorrow and work Sunday. It's supposed to rain all day Sunday. Be a good day to work. So that's probably what I'll end up doing. But love you guys. Thanks for tuning in tonight. We will see you either tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening. Have a safe night. Try to behave.